Hey, team go getters. Hi, everyone. I'm going to wait to see if a few people come on. Hope everybody's doing good today. Hey, I just now saw that I can invite friends. Let's see how this works. Going to send everybody a reminder just in case. Maybe it might be easier. Hey, I took my keyboard over here. Maybe it might be easier for me to type in. Let's see. I hope everybody is doing good. And we not having I know everybody was kind of freaked out with the storm. So yeah, I am, everybody was good on my end. I have a cousin, I have family that was in Georgia that had lights that was out. My mom lives in South Carolina, and they had some power issues as well. I see one person, but I don't know. I gotta see who it is. Did I miss anybody? Oh, I know. Sorry, y'all. I'm terrible with like writing and at the same time. All right. I don't know. I'll try to invite people. So if you're watching, feel free to chime in with your comments. Your comments or questions. So I first of all want to thank those who are joining. Thanks for meeting with me tonight. I also want to say a big happy birthday to Jenna. Happy birthday! Hopefully it was spoiled yesterday on your birthday. So yeah. All right, so tonight, guys, I'm just going to go ahead and get started. For those who come in, they can join in a little bit later or can watch the replay. So tonight I kind of want to talk about goal setting. Just jot down a few things. I have about seven things about goal setting. So the first thing in goal setting, you want to decide what do you want to accomplish or what do you want to work towards and make sure. What do you want to work towards? Well, for one thing, you have to make sure that your goal is realistic. You know, sometimes when we set goals, we might set goals, but it's not realistic. Like one thing I would say that was not realistic. Let's say if you say, hey, in my Avon business, I want to be making, a profit of $5,000 in, this month. Is that realistic? It's realistic, but if you're just, starting out, is it really realistic? So set realistic goals. For those of you that's still in the Kickstart program, that would be an excellent thing to do your goal setting around. It's trying to meet those goals so that you can get those earnings. And so that would be a good thing. Another thing is when you're doing goal setting, you want to make sure that you write your goals down. Put it where you can see it so it can be like a constant reminder for you. You can pin up little sticky notes. I know the vision boards are pretty popular now. Because sometimes you can get up, you can say, hey, you might have good intentions to say, hey, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to achieve this, I want to achieve that. But if you don't write it down, sometimes you can kind of get distracted. I'm learning that myself, but sometimes you can keep things in your head. You can have things all in your head. So sometimes it might be a good idea to kind of write things at night to say, hey, tomorrow I want to do X, Y, Z. And then, the next night you could look at it and say, hey, I got these things accomplished. because I know me personally, I've said, hey, I want to do this, I want to do that. And then I don't write it down. And then I realize my whole day is busy. I'm being busy, but sometimes I'm being busy, but am I really getting things done? So writing things down is another thing that I feel that is key when you're goal setting. Like for me, I'm working on the Ascensive Cruise Like a Boss. So you might not can't see it. I have my flyer sitting right here above my computer. So every day when I get up, or when I'm moseying around, or when I'm here at my desk, I can look, and that's like a constant reminder, like, hey, this is what I'm working towards, And speaking of cruise like a boss, I would love to get with everybody, whoever wants to achieve the cruise. Even if you don't want to achieve the cruise, you might say, hey, because there are other things that you can win. You can win the beauty case. You can win the Avon tote bag, this carry-on case, or you can win the trip for one, or you can win it for two. Most importantly, whatever your goals is, rather it's cruise like a boss, drive like a boss, rather it's this can go not just only for your Avon business, but it can just go for your life in general. So, decide what you want, what goals you want to set. And, we can come up with a plan for those, in which I'll probably do a poll to see who all is interested in the cruise like a boss, so we can create a plan together. Which brings me to my next thing will be about sharing your goals with someone, having an accountability partner. 9 times out of 10, if you let it be somebody that want to see you win, because 9 times out of 10, if it's somebody who want to see you win, they're going to be your cheerleaders. They say, hey, let's go. How you doing on this? How are you doing on that goal? How are you doing on, achieving this? Or, they kind of, so I think that's really good. I'll even be your accountability. I'm here to help you guys to reach your goals. So I'm here to listen and help you to achieve whatever you want to achieve, and to help you be that accountability partner. Truth be told, we'll be accountability for each other sometimes. So yeah, so that's one thing. I think I got me a few notes here, because I want to make sure I stay on track and I don't talk over, and I stick to the point. So share your goals, have an accountability partner. Another thing I have down is to break your goals down. What is your roadmap, or the steps that you want to take to get to where you're going? One of my goals recently is that I wanted to go to 50 businesses every campaign. Yeah, I could say that, but I had to really sit and think to myself, how am I going to achieve that goal? How am I going to make that happen? Sometimes you can look at 50 businesses and say, oh my goodness, that's a lot of businesses. How in the world did you go to 50 businesses? But I'm going to tell you how I did it. First, I had to sit down and think. The campaign is 2 weeks long. So I know if I went to 25 businesses a week, if I went, so I didn't stop there. I broke it all the way down to, I broke it all the way down to saying, well, hey, I'm going to go to 5 businesses a day, 5 times a week, which gave me my 25. And by the end of the 2 weeks, that would give me my 50 businesses. So you have to make sure you're being very specific with steps that you're going to take to achieve the goals. So that's one thing that I have. You got to have that roadmap in place of how you're going to achieve. All right, the next thing I have is that once you write your goals down, I have on here, my next thing is to keep moving. Now, when you have your goals in place and you decide, hey, like for me, I have my goals set in place and say, hey, I want to do my 50 businesses. And because life will happen. There will be times where you say, hey, tomorrow I'm going to go out and I'm a prospect for my business, or I'm going to go and, try to see if I can get new customers, or I'm going to do my laundry. It can even be as simple as, like I said, this is related to not just Avon, but in life in general. And things happen. You might set out to say, hey, I'm going to do this, but then, hey, you might get a phone call and say, hey, Cassandra, I need you to come. I got kids, so I'm always getting that phone call, or, hey, Mom, can you come to the school? Or, Mom, can you do this? Or can you do that? And here it is, just that one simple call, or can just throw things off. But just because something gets thrown off, that doesn't mean you throw in the towel. Just keep moving. Maybe if I wanted to go plan to go those 5 businesses today, and somebody called me off, hey, if I only got one, maybe if I only got a chance to go to one business, at least I can say, hey, I did go to that one business. If you consistently keep moving forward in your business, or whatever your goal is, it's going to pay off in the long run. Just keep moving and be consistent. There will be times where you might say, I don't know why, I'm tired. You might lose that motivation. That's where your why comes in. I know the why sometimes can be cliche. Some people might say it's a little cliche, but it's very, very important. Your why is, why are you in business for yourself? Or why are you setting these goals? For me, I'm setting these goals because I want to build my business, because I want to live a better, live in a better way, have a better life for me and my children. So, your why is what's going to drive you to win them days that you don't feel like it, to say, I got to get up and go. I got to get up and, and get moving. So determine what your why is, which that's going to be on another video. But, just keep moving. Do not give up. Do not throw in the towel. 9 times out of 10, when you get to that point when you feel like you want to throw in the towel, you're closer to a breakthrough. You don't want all your hard work to go down the drain because you're having a bad day. Call me. Call me. I'm doing this, full time now, so call me. Say, Cassandra, man, I'm having not so good day. I'm not feeling all that motivated. And hey, I'll be in your corner to back you up, to boost you right on up and say, all right, let's get going. We all need that. I need it. It's no different than you guys. So, but the most important part, no matter how small the step is, just keep moving. We were at Rep Fest, and we had the speaker, John Gordon. Matter of fact, I shared one of his videos on yesterday. He spoke about, find that word that you want to put in front of you to keep you motivated. It could be determination or whatever. You find that word. So, just keep moving. I mean, things get hard. Life happens a lot of times. And sometimes it's easier to give up. That's easy. So you got this. So, let me make sure I'm getting on here. So I'm gonna give you another example about last week I had to go out and to deliver some orders and stuff like that. And my oldest son, he normally watches my baby, my youngest one, when I'm out in the daytime. So he got called into work. So therefore I still have my orders to deliver. So you know what I did? I took my little Avon boss hat, threw on my son's head, and he went on my deliveries for me. Well, with me. Everybody thought it was cute, you know. But I mean, I could have just said, "Oh my goodness, I'm just not going to go out. I'm just not going to do my business." But I chose to just say, "Hey, I'm just going to roll with it. I'm just going to roll with it." So, that's just one of my examples that I had this week, that it happens to me too. So another thing I have on here, lastly, is to celebrate. No matter how small your accomplishments are, celebrate. I don't care if it's, hey, after I've done everything I could do, I can treat myself to a dinner. Celebrate the small successes, no matter how small they are. It's still our accomplishments, because soon it's going to be greater things coming down the road. So I didn't want to stay on here long, but those are some things that I wanted to discuss about goal setting, because I feel like that's very important in getting your business up and going. Rather, it means that you want to increase your sales, rather you want to be on, take on leadership, whatever that may be. You have to start somewhere, and you have to first make the decision to decide what are you going to do and how are you going to get there. So I hope everybody have a great weekend. And remember, a goal without a plan is just a wish.